In this lesson, we're going to have a look at how to perform hypothesis tests for correlation between two data sets. So we'll get straight into this with an example. So the question says, a large group of students sat two exams, exam A and exam B. It's thought that the better a student did on exam A, the better they also did on exam B. A sample of 50 students was taken and the PMCC value was R equals 0.336. Test at the 1% significance level whether there is evidence that the above hypothesis is true. So the first thing we should do is state the hypotheses. So H0 is going to be, and we're going to use the Greek letter rho to represent a particular feature, which I'm going to spell out in a second. So H0 is rho equals 0. We always assume zero correlation to begin with. And H1 in this case is rho. And here it says it's thought that the better a student did on exam A, the better they also did on exam B. That's positive correlation. So we're going to say rho is bigger than 0 is positive correlation. Rho being less than 0 would represent negative correlation. But we've got to define in words now what rho actually represents. Where rho is the correlation coefficient for, and this is the key point here, the population of students sitting the two exams. So rho represents the correlation coefficient, usually represented by the letter R for a small sample, but when we're talking about everyone in the whole population, we use the letter rho. So we're trying to deduce features of the population based on a small sample. Well, not so small a sample, 50 is quite a large sample actually, but based on an incomplete sample of the population. So we're trying to deduce information about rho from finding a value of R for 50 students. So test at the 1% significance level whether there is evidence that the above hypothesis is true. The next step now that we've calculated the value of R for our sample of 50 is to compare it to the critical values in these tables. So what these tables tell us is the bare minimum value of R needed to say there's a correlation. And it does it for different sample sizes, that's this number down here, and different significance level, whether it be one tail or two tail. So here it's a one tail test because we know we're testing the right hand tail, we know we're looking for a positive correlation, and we're testing at the 1% significance level. So one tail, 1%, there it is there. So these are the relevant numbers there. One tail, 1%, these are the relevant numbers. Now we need to look for n equals 50 because our sample size was 50, telling us that this here, 0.3281, is the relevant critical value. 0.3281 is the relevant critical value. So what we're going to do is conclude that 0.336, and we can see that it's bigger than our critical value. And the way these critical value tables work, and this is a little bit different than the significance level tests that we've performed previously. Again, these are the bare minimum amounts of correlation needed to say that there is a correlation. So here I can see that my observed correlation is bigger than the bare minimum. So that's telling me that there must be a correlation in the direction that I want. So we are exhibiting more correlation than the bare minimum needed. So I can reject H0. There's sufficient evidence to suggest that the better students do in exam A, and remember concluding context, the better they do in exam B. So the key point is these tables here tell us the bare minimum correlation needed in any circumstance. So we've exhibited more correlation than the bare minimum needed, so we can reject the hypothesis that there was no correlation. We were testing for a positive correlation, so we conclude accordingly. So let's now have a go at another question. And this question says, the table shows the latitude in degrees and the average rainfall for 5 European cities, and you've got all the data there. Calculate the PMCC for these data. So that's a relatively straightforward thing to do, but I should point out that not all exam boards require you to do this, but it's so straightforward that I'm going to show you anyway. So to calculate the product moment correlation coefficient for a set of data, we go to statistics mode and into regression mode, which is mode 2, straight line regression, linear regression, y equals a plus bx. And let's input the data now. So we've got 52.5 is the x values there, 44.4, 55.8, pressing equals to enter it, 60.0, 52.3. And go back up to the top, making sure you are at the top. So we've got 58.2 there, 58.7, 53.3, 47.8 and 56.6. And now we'll press OPTN once we've input all the data, and that'll give us our options, and we're going to do a regression calculation. So option 4, regression calculation, and that tells us the value of the correlation coefficient. So we can see there that R equals minus 0.8680 if I round it correctly. So A, we have R equals minus 0. And let's just remind myself of the number, minus 0.8680. That's part A done. And that's relatively straightforward. So I know a few of the exam boards don't require you to be able to calculate R from a set of data, but you've seen yourself, it's such a trivial thing to do that you've learned something by doing it anyway. So part B, use these data to test at the 5% significance level whether it is a negative correlation between the latitude of a city and its rainfall level. So first of all, we start off by spelling out the hypotheses. H0, always the default is no correlation. H1, rho, in this case it's testing for a negative correlation, so the alternate, the hypothesis, is rho less than 0. And remember, you must define rho in words, where rho is the correlation coefficient between latitude and rainfall for the population of all cities. And it's important to use the word population there. So when I refer to population here, I don't mean the people living in a city. I mean the cities themselves. All the cities in the world are the population of our experiment. So rho is the correlation coefficient between the latitude and rainfall for the population of all cities. So there we go, we've got the marks there. Then what we're going to do, we're going to get the tables of values up and compare our calculated value of R to the critical value. So let's do that now. So there they are there. So let's have a look. So there's 5 items of data there. So n equals 5. is what we're looking at. It's a one-tailed test, and it's a left-tailed test at the 5% significance level. So one tail at 5% is there. N equals 5 is there, so 0.8054 is the critical value. But here's the twist. Because we're testing for negative correlation, we're taking these now, all the values here, to be negative numbers. So actually, imagine that says minus 0.8054. So we'll compare our value, this value here, to the one on the table. So we've got our value, minus 0.8680, and that happens to be less than our critical value, which, remember, I said imagine it says minus because we're doing a left tail test, minus 0.8054. And the question you've got to ask yourself is, does this exhibit more correlation than the critical value? If it exhibits more correlation, we've got evidence to suggest that there's correlation. If it exhibits less correlation, then we haven't. Well, actually, this exhibits more correlation. Even though it's less than, it's closer to -1. So our calculated value is more correlated than the critical value. Therefore, we can reject H0. And we have sufficient evidence to suggest that, let's have a look exactly what it's asking us to test, that there is a negative correlation between latitude of a city and rainfall. So the key point there is these become negative values, and if it's less than a negative value, it means it's closer to -1. That's more evidence to suggest it's correlated. So this here was less than the critical value, exhibited more correlation, so we can say yes, there is a correlation, reject H0. And in this case, it's a negative correlation we're testing for. One final example, and let's do a two-tailed test. And finally, this one here. The following table shows the total distance travelled in thousands of kilometres and the amount of commission earned for a number of different travelling salesmen in a given year. Got the data there, and part A says calculate the PMCC for the data using your calculator. So nice and straightforward. You might want to pause the video and have a go at it yourself. So into statistics mode, mode 2, and put the data in. In fact, you don't want to watch me do this. And as if by magic, there it is there. So minus 0.1173. So R equals minus 0.1173. So then part B, test at the 10% significance level, where this provides significant evidence that there is a correlation between the distance travelled and the commission earned by a travelling salesman. So what we've got to realise here is there's no direction that we're total testing. We're not being suggested that it's positive correlation. We're not being suggested that it's negative correlation. Therefore, our alternate hypothesis has to reflect that. So, as always, put the hypotheses down. So, rho equals 0. No correlation is always our null hypothesis in a test for correlation. And H1 is a two-tail alternate hypothesis. Rho equals 0. And define rho in words, where rho equals the correlation coefficient between distance travelled and commission earned and here's the important part, for the population of all agents. We're trying to make deductions about the population from a small sample. So there's our hypotheses. Now, let's compare our findings to the critical values in the tables. So this time it's a two-tailed test at 10%. So two-tailed at 10% is this one here. So two-tailed at 10%, these are the relevant values here. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 data items. So this here is the relevant value. So comparing what we found, which was minus 0.1173 there. And remember, this is negative now, so we're imagining all the numbers in the table are negative. So we've got a negative value in our two-tailed test, so we imagine that these are all negative here, which is bigger than minus 0.6694. So this here is exhibiting less correlation than that because it's further away from minus 1. Therefore, we can't reject H0. This has less correlation than our critical value, so we do not reject H0. So we have insufficient evidence to suggest that there is a correlation between distance travelled and commission earned. And that is hypothesis tests for correlation. All three types that could be asked to do: a right tail, a left tail, and a two tail. So have a go at the worksheet, check each answer as you go.